Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're into electric vehicles and cutting-edge automotive technology, then you're in for an absolute treat today because we're diving deep into the world of BYD. And trust me, what this Chinese automotive giant is bringing to the table for 2025 and 2026 is nothing short of revolutionary. We're talking about vehicles that are redefining what it means to drive electric, from luxury sedans that rival the best Europe has to offer, to rugged SUVs that can take you anywhere, and sports cars that'll make your heart race. BYD is proving that the future of driving is not just electric. It's exciting, it's accessible, and it's happening right now. So buckle up because we're counting down the top 11 BYD cars that are absolutely crushing it in 2025 and heading into 2026. And before we jump in, make sure you hit that subscribe button and ring the bell because you don't want to miss any of our coverage on the latest and greatest in the automotive world. Alright, let's get started. Coming in at number 11, we have the BYD Dolphin. And don't let its cute name fool you because this compact hatchback is a serious contender in the urban electric vehicle market. The Dolphin is BYD's answer to the growing demand for affordable, practical, and stylish electric cars that are perfect for city driving. Now, what makes the Dolphin special is its ocean aesthetic design language. You'll notice these flowing lines that mimic water movements, and honestly, it gives the car this fresh, youthful vibe that really stands out in traffic. The front end features these sleek LED headlights that kind of remind you of a dolphin's friendly face, and the overall proportions are just right for a city car, not too big, not too small. Just perfect for zipping through tight streets and finding parking spots that would make other drivers jealous. Under the hood, well, technically there's no hood with the motor being electric, but you get what I mean. The Dolphin comes with different battery options ranging from about 44 kilowatt hours up to 60 kilowatt hours. Depending on the market and trim level, this gives you a range of anywhere between 340 to 420 kilometers on a single charge, which for city driving is more than enough for your daily commute and weekend adventures. The motor produces around 70 to 150 kilowatts depending on the version you choose, giving you peppy acceleration that makes merging onto highways and overtaking surprisingly fun. Now let's talk about the interior because this is where BYD really shows that affordable doesn't mean cheap. You step inside the Dolphin and you're greeted with this modern, minimalist cabin that feels way more premium than its price point suggests. There's this rotating 12.8-inch touchscreen in the center that can switch between portrait and landscape mode, which is super practical depending on what you're doing. Whether you're using navigation or watching media, the materials feel good to the touch. You've got some nice fabric and synthetic leather combinations, and the build quality is solid with no annoying rattles or squeaks. The Dolphin also comes packed with technology. You get BYD's D-Link intelligent connectivity system, voice control, over-the-air updates, and a whole suite of safety features including adaptive cruise control, lane keeping assist, and automatic emergency braking. Compared to the previous generation, the 2025 Dolphin has received subtle updates in terms of battery efficiency and software improvements, making it even more appealing to first-time EV buyers. Pricing-wise, the Dolphin is positioned as an entry-level EV, starting around $18,000 to $23,000 depending on your market, which makes it one of the most accessible electric vehicles out there. It's competing directly with cars like the Nissan Leaf and MG4. And honestly, with its combination of style, range, and features, the Dolphin is swimming ahead of many competitors in this segment. At number 10, we've got the BYD Seal. And if you thought the Dolphin was compact, wait until you see this adorable little city car. The Seal is BYD's smallest and most affordable electric vehicle, designed specifically for urban environments where space is at a premium and parking is a constant battle. This is the car for someone who wants to go electric without breaking the bank. And it's making waves in markets across Asia and Europe. The Seal's design is absolutely charming. It's got these big round headlights that give it this friendly, approachable character, and the compact dimensions make it look almost toy-like in the best way possible. The car measures just under 3.8 meters in length, making it incredibly nimble in tight city streets. BYD has given it a two-tone color scheme option that really enhances its playful personality. And those unique wheel designs add to the overall cute factor. Now, performance-wise, the Seagull isn't trying to set any speed records, and that's perfectly fine because that's not what this car is about. It comes with a 30 or 38 kilowatt-hour battery pack, giving you a range of about 305 to 405 kilometers. The electric motor produces around 55 kilowatts, which is enough to get you from 0 to 50 kilometers per hour in a snappy manner, perfect for city traffic. The top speed is electronically limited to around 130 kilometers per hour. But again, this is a city car, so you won't be hitting the Autobahn anyway. Inside the Seagull, you'll be surprised by how much space BYD has managed to carve out, despite its tiny footprint. The dashboard is clean and uncluttered with a 10.1-inch central touchscreen that handles all your infotainment needs. The seats are comfortable with decent support, and there's enough headroom even for taller passengers thanks to the clever packaging. The rear seats can fold down to increase cargo space, and while you won't be hauling furniture, it's perfect for grocery runs or loading up beach gear for a day trip. The Seagull also comes with essential safety tech like rear parking sensors, a backup camera, and multiple airbags. What really sets the Seagull apart is its price in China. It starts at the equivalent of around $10,000. Making it one of the cheapest electric vehicles on the planet in international markets. You're looking at around $14,000 to $18,000, which is still incredibly competitive. Compared to previous BYD models at this price point, the Seagull offers better range, more technology and improved build quality. It's competing with the likes of the Wuling Mini EV and other micro-EVs. But the Seagull offers more safety features and a more refined driving experience for young professionals, students, or anyone looking for an affordable second car that's perfect for city life. The Seagull is an absolute no-brainer. Number 9 on our list is the BYD Atto 3. And this is where things start getting really interesting because the Atto 3 is BYD's compact crossover SUV that's been making serious waves in global markets. This is the car that's really putting BYD on the map outside of China, with strong sales in Europe, Australia, Southeast Asia, and Latin America. The Atto 3 represents BYD's ambition to compete directly with established players like the Tesla Model Y, Hyundai Kona Electric, and Volkswagen ID.4, and honestly, it's holding its own remarkably well. The design of the Atto 3 is sporty and modern with BYD's signature dragon face front grille design, which isn't really a grille since there's no engine to cool, but it gives the front end this aggressive, confident look. The LED headlights are sharp and extend into the fenders, creating this dynamic appearance. The profile is sleek with a gently sloping roofline that doesn't compromise rear headroom, and you'll notice these muscular wheel arches that give it a proper SUV stance. The Atto 3 sits on 18-inch wheels as standard, with optional 19-inch wheels available on higher trims, and the overall proportions are spot on for a compact crossover. Under the floor, the Atto 3 is built on BYD Z Platform 3.0, which is their latest dedicated electric vehicle architecture. This platform allows for better packaging, improved efficiency, and enhanced safety. The Atto 3 comes with BYD's famous blade battery technology, which uses lithium iron phosphate chemistry. These batteries are known for being incredibly safe. They're virtually impossible to catch fire even under extreme conditions, and they offer better longevity than traditional lithium-ion batteries. The Atto 3 comes with either a 49.92 or 60.48 kilowatt-hour battery pack, giving you a range of 345 to 420 kilometers on the WLTP cycle, depending on which version you choose. The single electric motor on the front axle produces 150 kilowatts and 310 newton meters of torque, which means 0 to 100 kilometers per hour happens in just 7.3 seconds. Not bad at all for a family crossover. The driving experience is smooth and refined with good body control and a comfortable ride quality that soaks up bumps with ease. The steering is light and easy around town but weights up nicely at highway speeds, giving you confidence when changing lanes or taking sweeping curves. Now let's step inside because the Atto 3's interior is where BYD really shows off its creativity. The dashboard design is unconventional in the best way possible. You've got this 12.8-inch rotating touchscreen that can flip between landscape and portrait orientations. And surrounding it are these guitar string-inspired door pulls that actually look like real guitar strings. It's quirky, it's fun, and it definitely makes the interior memorable. The seats are upholstered in vegan leather with this textured pattern that BYD calls athletic geometry, and they're surprisingly comfortable even on longer drives. The driver's seat offers good adjustability, and there's a decent amount of rear legroom for passengers. The panoramic glass roof makes the cabin feel open and airy, though it's fixed and doesn't open. Cargo space is practical with 440 liters behind the rear seats, and you can fold the 60-40 split rear seats down for larger items, bringing capacity up to around 1,338 liters. Technology-wise, the Atto 3 is loaded. You get a 5-inch digital instrument cluster, wireless phone charging, a premium sound system, and BYD's D-Link 4.0 infotainment system with voice control and over-the-air updates. Safety features are comprehensive, including adaptive cruise control, lane departure warning, blind spot monitoring, rear cross-traffic alert, and a 360-degree camera system. Compared to earlier BYD models sold internationally, the Atto 3 represents a huge leap forward in terms of refinement, technology, and global appeal. Pricing for the Atto 3 varies by market, but generally starts around $35,000 to $40,000, which positions it very competitively against its rivals. In some markets, it's actually cheaper than the Tesla Model Y while offering similar range and more standard features. The Atto 3 is proving that Chinese EVs aren't just about being cheap. They're about offering genuine value and quality. At number 8, we have the BYD Seal, and folks, this is BYD's direct shot across the bow at the Tesla Model 3. The Seal is a sporty electric sedan that combines stunning looks with impressive performance and advanced technology, and it's quickly becoming one of BYD's most popular models globally. The design language of the Seal is absolutely gorgeous. It's got this sleek, coupe-like silhouette with a long hood, short overhangs, and a fastback rear end that flows beautifully. The front features BYD's X-shaped face with slim LED headlights that give it an aggressive, athletic stance. The side profile is clean with a strong character line running from the front fender to the taillights, and the flush door handles add to the aerodynamic efficiency. Speaking of aerodynamics, the Seal boasts a drag coefficient of just 0.27, which helps maximize range and reduce wind noise at highway speeds. The rear end features a full-width LED taillight bar that looks spectacular at night, and the subtle ducktail spoiler adds to the sporty character without being over the top. The Seal is available in several variants, starting with the standard range rear-wheel drive model that comes with a 61.4 kilowatt-hour battery and a single motor producing 150 kilowatts. This version will get you about 550 kilometers of range and does 0 to 100 in 7.5 seconds. Then there's the long-range rear-wheel drive with an 82.5 kilowatt-hour battery and 230 kilowatts, offering over 700 kilometers of range and a 5.9-second sprint to 100. But if you want the ultimate performance, there's the performance version with dual motors producing a combined 390 kilowatts and 670 newton meters of torque. This beast will rocket you from 0 to 100 in just 3.8 seconds. Making it faster than many sports cars, the driving dynamics of the Seal are genuinely impressive. BYD has equipped it with their ITAC intelligent torque control system on the AWD models, which adjusts power distribution between the front and rear wheels up to 50 times per second for optimal traction and handling. The suspension is tuned for a balance between comfort and sportiness. And the chassis feels solid and well composed even when you're pushing hard through corners. The steering is precise with good feedback, and the brakes are strong with minimal fade even under hard use inside the Seal. You're greeted by a driver-focused cockpit that feels modern and upscale. The centerpiece is a massive 15.6-inch rotating touchscreen that handles pretty much everything from navigation to climate control to vehicle settings. In front of the driver is a 10.25-inch digital instrument cluster that's clear and customizable. The interior design is minimalist but not stark, with high-quality materials throughout including soft-touch surfaces, real metal accents, and available Nappa leather upholstery. The front seats are sporty with good bolstering and available heating, ventilation, and massage functions. Rear seat passengers get decent space with adequate legroom and headroom for adults, though the sloping roofline does eat into headroom slightly for taller passengers. The trunk offers 400 liters of cargo space, which is reasonable for a sedan, and there's a small frunk up front for charging cables. The Seal comes loaded with technology including a Dynaudio premium sound system with 12 speakers, wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, a heads-up display, ambient lighting with 32 colors, and a comprehensive suite of driver assistance features called D-Pilot. This includes adaptive cruise control with traffic jam assist, lane centering, automatic lane changing when you use the turn signal, automatic parking, and more compared to the previous generation BYD sedans like the Han. The Seal offers more advanced platform technology, better performance, and a more refined driving experience. It's also more globally focused in its design and features. Pricing for the Seal starts around $40,000 for the base model and goes up to about $55,000 for the Performance AWD. This puts it in direct competition with the Tesla Model 3. But the Seal offers more standard features and often better value depending on your market. The BYD Seal is proof that Chinese automakers can build world-class electric sedans that don't just compete on price but on overall merit. Coming in at number 7 is the BYD Tang, and this is BYD's flagship SUV that's been a bestseller in China for years and is now making its way to international markets. The Tang is a 3-row, 7-seater SUV that combines family practicality with impressive performance and luxury features, making it a compelling alternative to vehicles like the Tesla Model X. But at a much more accessible price point, the Tang's design is bold and imposing. It features BYD's signature dragon-faced design language created by Wolfgang Egger, the former Audi design chief. The front grille is large and commanding with a complex pattern that's supposed to mimic dragon scales. The LED headlights are sharp and modern, and the overall stance is wide and planted. The side profile shows off the Tang's substantial size with a long wheelbase that promises plenty of interior space. The roofline stays relatively flat to maximize headroom in all 3 rows, and the rear features a full-width taillight design that's become a BYD trademark. The Tang is available in several powertrain configurations, the most popular being the DMI plug-in hybrid and the fully electric EV version. Let's talk about the AV first because that's what most international buyers will see. The Tang EV comes with an 86.4 kilowatt-hour battery pack and dual motors that produce a combined 380 kilowatts and 680 newton-meters of torque. This allows the Tang to accelerate from 0 to 100 in just 4.6 seconds, which is absolutely bonkers for a 7-seater SUV. The range is around 500 to 565 kilometers, depending on wheel size and driving conditions, which is competitive for a vehicle of this size. The Tang DMI plug-in hybrid uses BYD's latest hybrid technology, combining a 1.5-liter turbocharged petrol engine with an electric motor and an 18.3 kilowatt-hour battery. This setup gives you about 100 kilometers of pure electric range for daily driving, and when combined with the petrol engine, a total range of over 1,000 kilometers. The hybrid system is incredibly efficient, achieving fuel consumption as low as 5.5 liters per 100 kilometers in hybrid mode. The driving experience in the Tang is comfortable and refined. The air suspension on higher trims absorbs bumps beautifully and can adjust ride height for different driving conditions. The steering is light for easy maneuvering in tight spaces, which is helpful given the Tang's size, and the brakes are strong with good pedal feel. While the Tang isn't designed for serious off-roading, the WD system and adjustable ride height mean it can handle light trails and rough roads without issue. Inside the Tang is where BYD really showcases luxury. The cabin is spacious and premium with high-quality leather upholstery, real wood trim, and aluminum accents throughout. The dashboard features a 12.3-inch digital instrument cluster and a massive 15.6-inch rotating central touchscreen. The front seats are heated, ventilated, and offer massage functions with multiple programs. The second row is particularly comfortable with captain's chairs available as an option, giving you 6-seat configuration instead of 7. Even the third row is usable for adults on shorter trips, which is rare for vehicles in this class with all seats up. You get 235 liters of cargo space. Fold the third row and that expands to 940 liters. And with both rear rows folded, you have a cavernous 1,655 liters. Perfect for family road trips or hauling larger items. Technology in the Tang is cutting edge. You get BYD's latest dealing system with 5G connectivity, over-the-air updates, voice control that actually works well, and a D-Pilot advanced driver assistance suite that includes adaptive cruise control, lane keeping assist, traffic sign recognition, blind spot monitoring, and a 360-degree camera system with transparent chassis view. There's also a Dynaudio sound system with 12 speakers that delivers excellent audio quality, wireless phone charging, ambient lighting, and a panoramic glass roof that makes the cabin feel open and bright compared to earlier Tang models. The latest 2025 version has received significant updates in terms of battery technology, interior refinement, and software capabilities. The build quality has also improved noticeably with tighter panel gaps and better material choices throughout. Pricing for the Tang varies significantly by market. In China, the AV version starts around $40,000, while international markets see prices closer to $60,000 to $70,000 depending on specifications and local taxes. The DMI hybrid is generally cheaper, starting around $35,000 to $40,000. When you compare it to rivals like the Tesla Model X, which starts well over $80,000, or traditional 7-seater SUVs from brands like Land Rover or Audi, the Tang offers incredible value for money. It might not have the badge prestige of European brands, but in terms of features, space, and technology, it punches well above its weight. At number 6, we have the BYD Han. And this is the car that really put BYD on the global map as a serious contender in the premium electric sedan segment. The Han is a large, luxurious sedan that's been compared to the likes of the Tesla Model S, Mercedes EQS, and even traditional luxury sedans like the BMW 5 Series. But here's the thing, it offers all that luxury at a significantly lower price point, making it an incredible value proposition. The Han's design is elegant and sophisticated with a long, low profile that exudes class. The front end features BYD's Dragon Face design with LED headlights that flow seamlessly into the grille area, creating a wide premium appearance. The side profile is characterized by a long wheelbase, short overhangs, and a gently sloping roofline that gives it a coupe-like elegance without sacrificing headroom. The flush door handles pop out when you approach with the key, adding to the clean, aerodynamic lines. The rear end features a full-width LED light bar that's become a BYD signature. And the subtle, integrated spoiler helps reduce drag, speaking of aerodynamics. The Han boasts an impressive drag coefficient of 0.233, making it one of the most aerodynamic sedans in the world. This helps maximize range and reduce wind noise at speed. The Han is available in both fully electric EV plug and hybrid DM versions. The Han EV comes with different battery configurations, with the top spec model featuring an 85.4 kWh blade battery pack. The single-motor rear-wheel drive version produces 180 kilowatts and offers a range of up to 610 kilometers, which is excellent for a sedan of this size, but if you want more performance, there's the dual-motor WD version that produces a combined 380 kilowatts and 700 newton-meters of torque. This allows the Han to sprint from 0 to 100 in just 3.9 seconds, making it one of the fastest sedans BYD has ever produced. The Hyundai M plug-in hybrid combines a turbocharged petrol engine with electric motors and offers a pure electric range of about 120 kilometers. With combined range exceeding 1,000 kilometers, the driving dynamics of the Han are impressive for such a large sedan. The suspension is tuned for comfort with excellent damping that soaks up road imperfections while still maintaining composure through corners. The steering is precise enough for spirited driving but light enough for easy parking. And the overall driving experience feels refined and mature. The brakes are strong with good modulation, and the regenerative braking system can be adjusted to your preference. Step inside the Han and you're immediately struck by how premium everything feels. The interior design is modern and luxurious with high-quality Nappa leather covering most surfaces. There's real wood trim on the dashboard and doors, and the attention to detail is evident in every stitch and seam. The front seats are incredibly comfortable with heating, ventilation, and massage functions. They offer excellent support for long-distance driving. And the driver's seat has memory settings for convenience. The dashboard is dominated by a massive 15.6-inch rotating touchscreen that handles all the vehicle's functions, while the digital instrument cluster provides all the necessary driving information in a clear, customizable format. Rear seat passengers are treated like royalty in the Han. There's abundant legroom even for tall adults, and the seats themselves are heated with available massage functions. The center console extends into the rear with cue folders and storage, and there's a rear control panel for climate and seat adjustments. The trunk offers 410 liters of cargo space, which is decent for a sedan. Though the sloping roofline does limit what you can fit in terms of height, technology in the Han is extensive. You get BYD's D-Link intelligent connectivity system with 4G connectivity and OTA updates, voice control that responds quickly and accurately, a premium Denaudio sound system with 12 speakers, wireless phone charging, ambient lighting with 31 color options, and a full suite of advanced driver assistance features including adaptive cruise control, lane keeping assist, automatic emergency braking, blind spot monitoring, and a 360-degree camera system. Compared to earlier BYD sedans, the Han represents a quantum leap in terms of refinement, technology, and global appeal. It's the car that proved BYD could compete with established premium brands, not just on price but on quality and features. Pricing for the Han EV starts around $43,000 in China and goes up to about $55,000 for the high-performance AWD version. In international markets where it's available, prices are higher, typically starting around $55,000 to $65,000, depending on local regulations and taxes. The Hyundai M Hybrid is generally priced around $35,000 to $45,000. When you compare these prices to what you'd pay for a Tesla Model S, which starts around $90,000, or a Mercedes EQS, which can easily exceed $100,000, the Han offers extraordinary value. It might not have the brand cachet of European luxury marques, but in terms of actual features, space, comfort, and technology, it's absolutely competitive. The Han is the car that's changing perceptions about Chinese automotive brands and proving that they can build world-class premium vehicles. At number 5, we have the BYD Yangwang U9, and folks, this is where BYD really flexes its technological muscles because the U9 is unlike anything else in the automotive world. It's a luxury off-road SUV that combines extreme capability with cutting-edge technology. And it's part of BYD's ultra-premium Yangwang sub-brand. The U9 is positioned to compete with the likes of the Mercedes G-Class, Land Rover Defender, and even the upcoming Tesla Cybertruck. but with capabilities that make even those legendary off-roaders look a bit old-fashioned. The design of the U8 is bold and imposing. It's got this boxy, muscular stance with sharp angles and aggressive lines that scream capability. The front features a bold grille design with integrated LED lighting, and the overall proportions are massive. This is a big vehicle that commands attention wherever it goes. The U8 measures over 5 meters long and nearly 2.1 meters wide, so parking it in tight urban spaces is definitely a challenge. But that's not what this vehicle is built for. The U8 features traditional body-on-frame construction with independent suspension at all four corners, and it sits on massive 20-inch wheels as standard with optional 22-inch wheels for those who want even more presence. Now here's where things get really interesting. The U8 is powered by BYD's latest plug-in hybrid system that combines 4 independent electric motors, one at each wheel with a range-extending petrol generator. The total system output is an absolutely insane 880 kilowatts, which is over 1,000 horsepower, and torque figures reach 1,280 newton meters. This allows the U8 to accelerate from 0 to 100 in just 3.6 seconds, which is absolutely mind-blowing for a vehicle that weighs over 3.4 tons. But acceleration isn't really the point of the U8, it's all about capability. Having 4 independent motors means each wheel can be controlled individually with incredible precision. This enables features that simply aren't possible with traditional drivetrains. For example, the U8 can perform tank turns, where it literally spins in place by rotating the wheels on opposite sides in opposite directions. This is incredibly useful when you're stuck in a tight spot on a trail. The U8 can also crab walk, moving diagonally to navigate around obstacles, and it has a float mode that allows it to wade through water up to 1 meter deep, while actually swimming for short distances using the wheels as propellers. Yes, you heard that right, this SUV can literally float and propel itself through water. It's wild. The off-road credentials don't stop there. The U8 features adjustable air suspension that can raise the vehicle by up to 150 millimeters for extreme ground clearance. Approach and departure angles are seriously impressive, and the vehicle has multiple terrain modes for sand, mud, rock, and snow. The 4-wheel steering system provides a tight turning radius despite the vehicle's massive size, making it surprisingly maneuverable. Inside, the U8 is pure luxury. This is a premium SUV through and through. The cabin is wrapped in the finest leather with exquisite stitching and attention to detail. There's real wood trim, aluminum accents, and ambient lighting throughout. The front seats are fully adjustable with heating, ventilation, and massage functions, and they offer excellent support even during the most extreme off-road adventures. The dashboard features a large digital instrument cluster and a massive central touchscreen that controls all vehicle functions. Rear passengers get their own climate control, heated seats, and entertainment screens, and there's even a rear seat refrigerator for keeping drinks cold during long expeditions. The U8 is a 5-seater configuration, but every seat is spacious and comfortable with excellent headroom and legroom. Cargo space is generous with plenty of room for camping gear, recovery equipment, or whatever else you need for your adventures. Technology in the U8 is state-of-the-art. You get BYD's most advanced version of the D-Link system with full connectivity, over-the-air updates, and integration with your smartphone. The sound system is premium with multiple speakers providing concert-quality audio. And the driver assistance features include everything from adaptive cruise control to surround view, cameras with multiple viewing angles to help you navigate obstacles. There's even a transparent chassis view that uses cameras to show you what's directly under the vehicle. Incredibly useful when rock crawling compared to traditional body-on-frame SUVs like the G-Wagon or Defender. The U8 brings technology and capabilities that simply weren't possible before. The individual wheel control, the ability to float, the instant torque from electric motors, these are all game changers for serious off-road enthusiasts. Pricing for the Yangwang U9 is premium as you'd expect. In China, it starts around $150,000, which puts it in direct competition with fully loaded G-Wagons and Range Rovers. International availability is limited at the moment, but expected to expand in 2026. When you consider what you're getting, the incredible technology, the extreme capability, the luxury appointments, the U8 represents a new frontier in what's possible with electric and hybrid powertrains in an off-road context. Coming in at number 4 is the BYD Denza D9, and this is BYD's premium MPV that's redefining what a luxury people mover can be. The D9 is part of the Denza sub-brand, which is a joint venture between BYD and Mercedes-Benz, though it's primarily a BYD vehicle in terms of technology and production. The D9 is designed to compete with luxury MPVs like the Mercedes V-Class, Toyota Alphard, and even the Lexus LM, and it's quickly becoming the choice for executives, families, and anyone who needs to transport people in absolute comfort. The D9's design is elegant and sophisticated. It's got this wide, imposing front end with a large chrome grille and sleek LED headlights that give it an upscale appearance. The side profile is long and flowing with a gently curved roofline that maximizes interior space, and the rear features full-width LED taillights that add to the premium aesthetic. The D9 is a big vehicle, measuring over 5.2 meters long, which means there's an abundance of space inside for passengers and cargo. The D9 is available in multiple configurations. You can get it as a fully electric EV or as a DMI plug-in hybrid. Let's start with the EV version, which features BYD's Blade battery technology with either a 103 or 108.8 kilowatt-hour capacity. This gives the D9 a range of 600 to 620 kilometers on a full charge, which is excellent for an MPV of this size. The electric motor produces 230 kilowatts and 360 newton-meters of torque, providing smooth and effortless acceleration. 0 to 100 happens in about 9.5 seconds, which is more than adequate for a vehicle designed for comfort rather than speed. The DMI plug-in hybrid version uses a 1.5-liter turbocharged engine combined with electric motors and a 40.06 kilowatt-hour battery. This setup provides about 180 kilometers of pure electric range and a total combined range of over 1,000 kilometers. The hybrid system is incredibly efficient with fuel consumption as low as 6.5 liters per 100 kilometers in hybrid mode. The driving experience in the D9 is all about comfort and refinement. The suspension is tuned to absorb bumps and imperfections with ease, and the cabin is incredibly quiet thanks to extensive sound insulation. The steering is light and easy, making this large MPV surprisingly manageable in urban traffic. And the brakes provide smooth, progressive stopping power. Step inside the D9 and you're immediately transported into a world of luxury. The cabin is beautifully appointed with premium leather, soft-touch materials, and real wood trim throughout. The dashboard features a 10.25-inch digital instrument cluster and a 15.6-inch central touchscreen that rotates between portrait and landscape modes. But the real star of the show is the second row, in the top-spec 7-seat configuration. The second row features individual captain's chairs that are simply incredible. These seats offer heating, ventilation, massage functions, leg rests, and electric adjustment in multiple directions. There's also a fold-down table, wireless phone charging, and individual entertainment screens. It's basically business class on wheels. The third row is also surprisingly spacious with enough room for adults, though the second row is definitely where you want to be if luxury is your priority. Cargo space is generous with all seats up. You get about 390 liters. Fold the third row and that expands to massive proportions. Perfect for airport runs or family road trips, technology in the D9 is comprehensive. You get BYD's D-Link system with full connectivity and over-the-air updates, voice control for various functions, a premium Dynaudio sound system with 12 speakers that delivers exceptional audio quality, ambient lighting with multiple color options, panoramic glass roof, wireless phone charging for front and second row passengers, and a full suite of driver assistance features including adaptive cruise control, lane keeping assist, blind spot monitoring, and a 360-degree camera system. Compared to other luxury MPVs in the market, the D9 offers more standard features at a lower price point. In China, the D9 starts around $45,000 for the plug-in hybrid and goes up to about $60,000 for the fully loaded electric version with all the luxury bells and whistles. In markets where it's available internationally, prices are higher but still competitive with European alternatives. When you compare it to a Mercedes V-Class, which can easily exceed $80,000, or a Toyota Alphard, which commands premium prices, especially in markets like China and Southeast Asia, the D9 offers better technology, more features, and comparable, if not superior comfort. The Denza D9 is proof that BYD can compete in the ultra-premium segment and win. At number 3, we have the BYD Seal U, which is BYD's mid-size SUV that's taking the family crossover segment by storm. The Seal U is designed to compete directly with popular models like the Toyota RAV4, Honda CR-V, and Volkswagen Tiguan, but with the added benefits of electric or plug-in hybrid powertrains, advanced technology, and that signature BYD value proposition. This is the vehicle for families who want space, practicality, and modern features without breaking the bank. The Seal U's design is modern and athletic with clean lines and a sporty stance. The front end features BYD's latest design language with sleek LED headlights and a distinctive grille pattern. The side profile shows off muscular wheel arches and a rising beltline that adds visual interest. And the rear features a full-width taillight design that's become a BYD trademark across their lineup. The Seal U sits on 18 or 19-inch wheels depending on the trim level. And the overall proportions are spot on for a mid-size SUV. Not too big to be cumbersome in city traffic, but large enough to provide ample interior space for families. The Seal U is available in both fully electric and plug-in hybrid configurations. The EV version comes with either a 71.8 or 87 kilowatt-hour battery pack, giving you a range of 420 to 500 kilometers, depending on which battery you choose and how you drive. The single motor produces 160 kilowatts, which provides brisk acceleration and smooth power delivery. 0 to 100 happens in about 8.5 seconds, which is perfectly adequate for a family SUV. There's also an available AWD version with dual motors producing a combined 310 kilowatts for those who want more performance or need all-wheel traction. The DMI plug-in hybrid uses BYD's latest hybrid system, combining a 1.5-liter turbocharged engine with an electric motor and an 18.3 kilowatt-hour battery. This gives you about 100 kilometers of pure electric range for daily commuting, and when combined with the petrol engine, a total range exceeding 1,000 kilometers. The hybrid system is incredibly efficient with fuel consumption as low as 5.8 liters per 100 kilometers. The driving experience in the Seal U is refined and comfortable. The suspension does an excellent job of absorbing bumps while maintaining good body control through corners. The steering is responsive with decent feedback, and the overall feel is mature and confidence-inspiring. The brakes are strong with good pedal feel, and the regenerative braking system can be adjusted to suit your preference. While the Seal U isn't designed for serious off-roading, the WD models have enough ground clearance and capability to handle dirt roads, light trails, and adverse weather conditions without issue. Inside, the Seal U is spacious and well thought out. The cabin features high-quality materials with soft-touch surfaces on the dashboard and door panels. There's synthetic leather upholstery with contrast stitching, and the overall build quality feels solid with no cheap-feeling plastics in sight. The dashboard is dominated by a 12.8-inch rotating central touchscreen and a 10.25-inch digital instrument cluster, both of which are crisp and responsive. The front seats are comfortable with good support and available heating and ventilation, and there's plenty of adjustment range to find your ideal driving position. Rear seat passengers get generous amounts of legroom and headroom. Even tall adults will be comfortable on longer journeys. The rear seats also slide and recline for added comfort. And there's a flat floor, which means the middle seat passenger doesn't have to straddle a transmission tunnel. Cargo space is excellent with 525 liters behind the rear seats, which expands to over 1,400 liters with the rear seats folded flat. There's also underfloor storage for charging cables and other items you want to keep out of sight. Technology in the Seal U is impressive for its class. You get BYD's D-Link intelligent system with full connectivity, voice control, over-the-air updates, and smartphone integration. There's wireless phone charging, a panoramic glass roof that makes the cabin feel open and airy, ambient lighting, and a premium sound system with 8 speakers that deliver solid audio quality. Safety features are comprehensive, including adaptive cruise control, lane keeping assist, blind spot monitoring, rear cross-traffic alert, automatic emergency braking, and a 360-degree camera system with multiple viewing angles. Compared to previous BYD SUVs in this size category, the Seal U offers better refinement, more advanced technology, and improved driving dynamics. It represents BYD's commitment to continuous improvement and listening to customer feedback. Pricing for the Seal U is very competitive. The plug-in hybrid starts around $28,000, while the fully electric version ranges from $35,000 to $45,000, depending on battery size and trim level. When you compare this to competitors like the Tesla Model Y, which starts around $50,000, or traditional competitors like the RAV4 Hybrid or CR-V, the Seal U offers more features and better value. It's the kind of vehicle that makes perfect sense for families who want to transition to electric or hybrid power without compromising on space or practicality. Coming in at number 2, we have the absolutely stunning BYD Yangwang U9. And folks, this is BYD's supercar. Yes, you heard that right. BYD has built a legitimate hypercar that's designed to compete with the likes of Ferrari, Lamborghini, and Porsche. The U9 is part of BYD's ultra-premium Yangwang sub-brand, and it represents the absolute pinnacle of what BYD can achieve when they throw conventional thinking out the window and push the boundaries of electric vehicle technology. The U9's design is breathtaking. It's got this low-slung, wide stance with aggressive aerodynamics that wouldn't look out of place on a racetrack. The front end features active aerodynamic elements that adjust based on speed and driving mode. The LED headlights are razor sharp, and the overall proportions scream performance. The side profile is characterized by dramatic air intakes, a cab-forward design, and those signature scissor doors that open upward like a proper supercar. The rear end is dominated by a massive active rear wing that can adjust its angle for maximum downforce or minimum drag. And the full-width LED taillight design adds to the futuristic aesthetic. The U9 features a carbon fiber monocoque chassis for maximum rigidity and minimum weight. And it sits on massive 21-inch wheels with high-performance tires that are designed specifically for this vehicle. Under the skin, the U9 is powered by 4 electric motors, one at each wheel, producing a combined output of over 960 kilowatts, which translates to nearly 1,300 horsepower. Torque figures reach an absolutely insane 1,680 Newton meters. This allows the U9 to accelerate from 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in just 2.36 seconds, making it one of the fastest accelerating production cars in the world. But it doesn't stop there. The U9 will keep accelerating all the way to a top speed of 309.19 kilometers per hour, which puts it firmly in hypercar territory. The battery pack is a massive 80 kilowatt-hour unit using BYD's Blade battery technology. And despite the incredible performance, the U9 still manages a range of about 450 kilometers on a full charge. Fast charging capability means you can add 300 kilometers of range in just 20 minutes. The driving dynamics of the U9 are where things get really special. Having 4 independent motors means each wheel can be controlled with incredible precision. This enables torque vectoring at a level that's simply not possible with traditional drivetrains. The U9 can rotate on its axis. It can jump obstacles by using the independent suspension system to compress and release like a spring. And it features a mode called Disis X that allows the vehicle to continue driving even if one tire goes flat. The suspension system itself is revolutionary. It's an active electromagnetic system that can adjust each wheel independently in milliseconds. This means the U9 can stay completely flat during hard cornering, braking and acceleration, eliminating body roll, dive, and squat. The system can also raise one side of the vehicle to facilitate tire changes without needing a jack. Inside the U9 is a perfect blend of race car focus and luxury. The cabin is trimmed in the finest Alcantara and leather with carbon fiber accents throughout. The seats are racing bucket style with full harnesses, but they're still comfortable enough for longer drives. The dashboard is driver-focused with a digital instrument cluster that provides all necessary information at a glance, and a central touchscreen for infotainment and vehicle settings. The steering wheel is squared off at the top and bottom like a Formula One car, and it's wrapped in premium leather with integrated controls for various driving modes and functions. There's minimal storage space because this is a focused performance machine. But there's enough room for essentials. The U9 is a strict two-seater with no rear seats. All that space is dedicated to the battery pack and cooling systems. Cargo space is limited to a small front trunk. But that's to be expected in a vehicle of this type. Technology in the U9 is cutting edge. You get the latest version of BYD's D-Link system with full connectivity, over-the-air updates for software, and even some hardware functions. And a premium sound system for those times when you want to cruise rather than attack. The driver assistance features are present but limited compared to family vehicles because the focus is on driver engagement. There's a 360-degree camera system for parking assistance and various sensors for safety. But this is a car meant to be driven, not piloted by computers. Compared to other electric supercars like the Rimac Navara or Lotus Evija, the U9 offers similar performance at a lower price point. And compared to traditional supercars from Ferrari or Lamborghini, the U9 brings instant torque, all-weather capability, and lower running costs while matching or exceeding their performance. Pricing for the Yangwang U9 is premium but not stratospheric. In China, it's priced around $233,000, which is expensive by any measure. But when you compare it to a Ferrari SF90, which costs over $500,000, or a Lamborghini Revuelto at similar prices, the U9 represents incredible value for the performance you're getting. International availability is planned for 2026, with prices expected to be higher due to import duties and local regulations. The U9 is more than just a halo car for BYD, it's a statement of intent. It shows that Chinese automakers can compete at the absolute highest level of automotive performance and technology. It's changing perceptions and proving that electric vehicles can be every bit as exciting as traditional supercars. And now, at number 1, the car that's leading our countdown is the incredible BYD Shark. And this is BYD's first ever pickup truck, and what an entrance it's making. The Shark is a plug-in hybrid pickup that's designed to compete with established players like the Ford Ranger, Toyota Hilux, and even the high-end pickup market occupied by vehicles like the Ford F-150 Lightning. But here's what makes the Shark special. It's bringing electric and hybrid technology to a segment that's been traditionally dominated by diesel engines. And it's doing so with impressive capability, modern design, and that signature BYD value proposition. The Shark's design is bold and muscular, exactly what you'd expect from a pickup truck, but with modern touches that set it apart. The front end features a distinctive grille design with LED headlights that give it an aggressive, confident look. The hood is high and powerful looking, and the overall stance is wide and planted. The side profile shows off the double cab configuration with 4 full-size doors and a generous cargo bed. There are prominent wheel arches that accommodate 18-inch wheels as standard, with optional 20-inch wheels for those who want more presence. The bed itself measures about 1.5 meters in length and features a spray-on bed liner, LED lighting, multiple tie-down points, and a powered tailgate for convenience. There's also an available tonneau cover to protect your cargo from the elements. The rear end features full-width LED taillights and integrated steps for accessing the bed. Under the hood, or more accurately under the floor and in the rear, the Shark uses BYD's DM-i plug-in hybrid system specifically tuned for truck duties. It combines a 1.5-liter turbocharged petrol engine with electric motors and a 29.58 kilowatt-hour battery pack. The system produces a combined 430 horsepower and massive amounts of torque. Perfect for towing and hauling, the Shark can run in pure electric mode for about 100 kilometers, which is perfect for daily driving and short trips to the job site. And when combined with the petrol engine, the total range exceeds 840 kilometers. What's really impressive is the fuel efficiency, even when towing or hauling heavy loads. The Shark manages fuel consumption of around 7 to 8 liters per 100 kilometers in hybrid mode, which is exceptional for a pickup truck. The Shark is a proper four-wheel drive vehicle with multiple terrain modes for sand, mud, snow, and rock. The WD system can split power between front and rear axles for maximum traction, and the vehicle has respectable approach and departure angles for off-road work. Ground clearance is excellent, and the Shark can wade through water up to 850 millimeters deep. Making it capable in various conditions, towing capacity is rated at 2.5 tons, which is competitive with other mid-size pickups, and payload capacity is around 835 kilograms. Plenty for most work and recreational needs. The driving experience in the Shark is surprisingly refined for a pickup truck. The suspension does a good job of balancing load carrying capability with ride comfort. When unloaded, the Shark rides comfortably without the harsh bouncing that plagues some pickups, and when loaded it maintains composure without excessive sagging. The steering is appropriately weighted with good feedback for a truck, and the brakes are strong with fade-resistant performance even when towing. Inside the Shark is where BYD really differentiates this pickup from traditional competitors. Instead of the utilitarian interiors you might expect, the Shark offers a genuinely premium cabin. The dashboard features high-quality materials with soft-touch surfaces, synthetic leather upholstery, and modern design elements. The centerpiece is a massive 12.8-inch rotating touchscreen that handles all infotainment functions. And there's a 10.25-inch digital instrument cluster, providing all necessary driving information. The front seats are heated and ventilated with good support and plenty of adjustment. And the rear seats are genuinely spacious with ample legroom for adult passengers. The floor is flat, making the middle rear seat actually usable. And there are rear air vents and charging ports for passenger convenience. Storage throughout the cabin is excellent with a large center console, door pockets, and clever cubby holes for tools and gear. Technology in the Shark is comprehensive. You get BYD's D-Link system with full connectivity, voice control, over-the-air updates, wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, wireless phone charging, ambient lighting, and a premium sound system with 8 speakers. Safety features include adaptive cruise control, lane keeping assist, blind spot monitoring with trailer coverage, rear cross-traffic alert, automatic emergency braking, and a 360-degree camera system that's incredibly useful when parking or maneuvering in tight spaces. There's also a transparent underbody view using cameras to show what's beneath the truck. Super helpful when off-roading or navigating obstacles. One of the coolest features of the Shark is its V2L or vehicle-to-load capability. The truck can output up to 3 kilowatts of power from external sockets. This means you can run power tools on the job site, camping equipment in the wilderness, or even power your home during an outage. It's an incredibly practical feature that gas-powered trucks simply can't match. Compared to traditional diesel pickups, the Shark offers instant torque, quieter operation, lower running costs, and significantly better fuel economy. Compared to other electric or hybrid pickups like the Ford F-150 Lightning or Rivian R1T, the Shark is more affordable while still offering competitive capability and features. Pricing for the Shark is very competitive in markets where it's available. Prices start around $50,000 for the base model and go up to about $60,000 $1,000 for the fully loaded version with all the bells and whistles. When you compare this to competitors like the Ford Ranger Raptor or Toyota Hilux GR Sport, which can cost similar amounts, the Shark offers more technology, better fuel economy, and that unique plug and hybrid capability. The BYD Shark represents the future of pickup trucks. It's proof that you don't have to sacrifice capability or practicality to embrace electrification. It's a truck that can do real work, handle serious off-road conditions, tow your boat or trailer, and still be efficient and comfortable for daily driving for tradespeople, outdoor enthusiasts, and anyone who needs the utility of a pickup but wants the benefits of modern electric and hybrid technology. The Shark is an absolute game changer. And there you have it, folks, the top 11 BYD cars for 2025 and 2026. From the adorable and affordable Seagull to the supercar performance of the U9, from the family-friendly Seal U to the workhorse Shark pickup, BYD is proving that they're not just an electric vehicle manufacturer, they're a serious global automotive player. What's really impressive about BYD is how they're approaching the market. They're not trying to be everything to everyone. Instead, they're focusing on offering real value, advanced technology, and practical solutions for actual people with actual needs. Whether you need a compact city car for your commute, a luxury sedan for executive duties, a spaceship on wheels like the U9, or a capable pickup for work and play, BYD has something in their lineup that makes sense. And the best part is that all these vehicles use BYD's Blade battery technology, which means they're safe, they have long lifespan, and they're environmentally responsible. BYD is also leading the charge in plug and hybrid technology with their DMI system, which solves the range anxiety problem while still giving you the benefits of electric driving for your daily needs. As we move through 2025 and into 2026, it's going to be fascinating to watch how BYD continues to grow and evolve. They're expanding into new markets, introducing new models, and constantly improving their existing lineup based on customer feedback. The traditional automotive manufacturers are definitely feeling the pressure because BYD is showing that you can build high-quality, feature-packed vehicles without charging premium prices. Now, I want to hear from you which of these BYD models is your favorite. Would you consider buying a BYD vehicle? Or are you still skeptical about Chinese automotive brands? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I read every single one and I love hearing your perspectives. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button. It really helps the channel grow. Subscribe if you haven't already. And ring that notification bell so you never miss our coverage of the latest automotive news and reviews. We've got tons of exciting content coming up, including detailed reviews of some of these BYD models, comparisons with their competitors, and deep dives into the technology that makes these vehicles special. Until next time, keep driving electric, keep staying informed, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.